So YouTube is pushing shorts like really crazy, and this is actually a really big deal to content creators who are starting out just like me and you. So in this video I'll show you how I edit my YouTube shorts from the start to the end, and we're gonna create a new sequence, add music, add b-rolls, and a little sprinkle of color collect. So without wasting time, let's get it. But before we jump into the edit, if you go down in the link in the bio, the description, you can find a template that you're going to use so that you can make a short look nice during the edit. So make sure you grab that. It's actually free. Let's jump into Premiere Pro right now. Here I am in Premiere Pro. I already created my new file, or you can just go up to File and New Project, and you can just give it a name. I just gave it Shorts. We're gonna keep this really simple, guys, so that you can get as much value as possible. What I'm going to do, I'm going to import my files into Premiere Pro by double clicking this window that is a project window. I'm just gonna double click on this, and I'm just gonna grab all those, and so now we have all our files in here. So we have actually to create a new sequence. So I'm just gonna click on this little icon here that says new item, and I'm gonna create a sequence. And there are a lot of presets down here, but what we are looking for is this digital SRL. So once you open this, you're gonna choose this preset of 1080. I'm gonna choose this preset of 30 FPS. Okay, you have to go to settings. Now it's 1920 by 1080, but for YouTube shows it's actually 1080 by 1920. So we have to change it from looking like, yeah, I hope you got that right. So I'm just gonna swap this setting by 1080 by 1920. Okay, and everything down here, just leave it the way it is, and you're gonna click OK. Now we have our sequence like here, but this workspace is down, so we have to change this. Come to this project sequence, just grab this window and take it to the left, right, and until you see this green bar appears, and just let it go. Now we have this nice working space for our YouTube short. You can adjust this, all other panels, to get more space for timeline you won't adjust. Now since we have that done, we have to import our clips in the timeline. So grabbing your clip, here it is. I'm just gonna grab it and slap in the timeline as so. This dialog box just pop up that says there is a mismatch. Okay, the shot that we created, the sequence for the shot, is actually 30 frames per second, but this clip was shot at 24 frames per second. So just keep this setting, just ignore it, and make sure you take this at the very beginning of your timeline. Here's our shot, but it looks weird, so we have to change this. It's actually flat, so we have to make it look. So come to Effect and Controls, look for Rotation, and change this to 90, and boom, now we have a shot like that, and that's a really perfect looking shot. The next thing that I like doing is cutting and chopping, and I'm just gonna cut all the moments that I was off script, or I stumbled over my words. I'm tired. What we have to do is add some b-rolls. Now b-rolls, these are the clips that they go above the talking head clip. Like right now, this is the real clip, and this is the b-roll. So grab this b-roll and take it above the clip, but it's also like, so we have to, okay, so I have to select the clip and just go to rotation and change this to 90. Okay, now since it's right, and I'm just gonna cut the b-roll and place it to different parts of the clip. So I'm just gonna extend my b-rolls. I just want to keep this really simple so that it can bring much value to you guys. Yeah, and if you find this helpful, make sure you hit that. Yeah, I know what to do. So the next thing I want to do is actually add some music. 3, 2, 1. So I'm just gonna grab my music right here and slap it over the timeline, and too loud, so I have to actually reduce the volume, and you can see this line right here, and just drag it bottom till the music is in the level that you want. So I just got the right spot. It's right here. Done with the audio, and the next thing we're gonna do, add a simple text to our short. We're just gonna grab the type tool and actually type anything here. I'm just gonna say, if that makes sense, I'm just gonna position this at the center right here, and I'm just gonna customize the text really pretty fast. So come to effects and controls panel up here is where you can actually customize your text. So we have our text looking nice and awesome, but now is where we have to use that template I just told you to download in the description. Go get it, go download it. I'm just gonna grab this template, press it right there, and just expand it till where your timeline ends. And now you see we have this overlay that shows us how our short looks, and right here is actually our text is blocked by icons and the description. So if we just say we have our text right here, short won't look nice. So make sure you position it at the center, and these are the safe margins that you can't actually put any critical content there at the very on end. So I'm just gonna reduce the size of this to something like that, and now you're just gonna add some color correct. Right click at this project panel and just go to new item, adjustment layer, and click on OK. Take your adjustment layer above all the layers, make sure it's expanded to where your short ends, and this overlay you can just get rid of it right now. You're gonna go to this icon and search for effects and search for lumetri color. You're gonna take this effect and drop it on your adjustment layer. We're just gonna go to effect controls panel, open to basic collection, and gonna try to balance the white balance. I'm gonna pop up the exposure and the contrast, the highlights. This is our before and this is our after. So to export, just select everything, go to file, export media. This dialog box will pop up. Make sure the format is H264. Make sure that you check the audio and check the video. If you go down here to video setting, make sure that you tap on match source, and everything just leave it the way as it is. Render at maximum depth. Everything should just be the way it is. Bitrate encoding, set it to CBR. The best bitrate, target bitrate that I found, it works really great for YouTube shows or TikTok, Instagram, is actually 15 and above. We're gonna go to the audio and make sure the audio format is AAC. Sample rates are actually 48,000. Okay, audio quality you want is as high as possible, so in the bitrate set it as high as possible. Advanced setting, make sure that it's bitrate, everything is actually done. You can actually click this, use maximum render quality so that you can get the best quality as possible, but be aware that it's gonna take much time to render. Once you're done, you can actually place on queue so that you can render back in Dolby Media Encoder, or you can just export in Premiere Pro. So that was it, guys, how to create a YouTube short from the beginning to the end. And if you found this video really useful or helpful, make sure that you hit that like button, and I can't wait to see you at the next one. But before that, make sure that you check another video from right here. Peace.